Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Propagandacast, another Age of Charlemagne episode with the Caliphate of Cordoba. Paris is besieged by the Franks with catapults, infantry, cavalry, most nastily armoured chaps. Have got an army there beleaguered within the walls of Paris. Oh, we've got armies that are moving up here and there as well, though we've got an army behind enemy lines which we will need to deal with as well. Fresh armies are being raised elsewhere, even as the pressure is being increased against the Caliphate. And we also soon, I think, close to this finishing off this campaign, in which case I might actually take a small break from covering Total War, shift over to XCOM 2, which is releasing on Friday. Though, of course, I have considered covering both, but I require a bit more special schedule, and, that'd be a bit more tricky to sort of set up. I don't know. We'll see down the road. That's not to say I'm totally abandoning Total War if I do head over to XCOM 2. Just a brief thing there. And I'll definitely be back in time for Warhammer Total War, though. Don't worry about that. But the fighting here, of course, what matters. We got an army here, we got an army hiding there, and we are going to root it out and kill it. If we can catch up with it. There you go, not much of a problem. The army's already taking losses, and of course they're facing off against elite cavalry, infantry, and so on. They are basically in deep foie gras. There we go. Destroyed.
We fight for you, my lord.
No problems there. They have to be mindful of the integrity.
Get to it, man.
So there we go.
My lord.
There we go. There's Bush, which is basically all that remains here. A small enclave surrounded on all sides. But the real battle is going to get Paris, and Paris is going to be a troublesome one, because now the city is in a very poor state, which means it's going to be very difficult for me to hold it easily. There's going to be a lot of penalties. Of course, none of my troops here are essentially disciplined, well, except for my generals, so that's also going to cause a problem. And again, they are going to have a lot of disciplined troops for all these armoured troops, which again means they're going to be much more likely to sort of break through there, so this is going to get a bit hairy. But ultimately, I'm probably able to sort of steamroll them thanks to all just having better infantry, and again, the cavalry. Again, that's pretty much what ends up determining here the end campaign. It's basically, does Charlemagne actually research military, or does he not? If he doesn't, in the case of the Caliphate, no problem. Had I been the Danes, wouldn't have been that much. Things would still have been pretty tough, because I wouldn't have any sort of heavy cavalry sort of strike back with, or some other factions. But again, because I'm specifically playing as the Caliphate, that's where things get a bit ugly for them. They just keep appearing, those Roman rebels. Alright, seizing Bourges.
Is that all, my lord?
Charlemagne again! Alright, he was still defending, that's right. I forgot about that.
We fight for you, my lord. Ready for battle. Ready for orders.
Advancing upon...
On the move, my lord.
Can we dig in? Yes, indeed. Let's try and drag them into a fight there, I guess. Though they have artillery, so that might not actually be a very good idea. Let's pull back instead. Let's try and get Paris repaired somewhat. So many mines to knock down, because I don't have to immediately sort of deal with that kind of sanitation issues, and I don't want my armies at the front line caught up with the plague or whatever they might get from those damn filthy Frenchmen. Going to get any sort of better spearmen anytime soon, so instead we shall just run some more Andalusian warriors. Good measure. There we go. Here we go. Got some artillery going on. I suppose I could throw some upgrades on the armoured chaps there. Before knocking down here the blacksmith and another series of mines. Charlemagne's really been digging, hasn't he? Go. A bit more toughness there, slight bit of damage. That could actually prove a bit of a problem. This army hiding here in east, nicely around Troyes. That could prove to be a bit of a headache. Since that just sort of bunched up, they could overwhelm any of my armies if I'm not careful, which is why I'm pulling this one back. And with the artillery I'm putting it in a fourth position, would only make it easier for them to wreck me. So I am not gonna play around with that. Let's just put it like that. Right there. More food. Good. 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 Upgrade. Good. Build. Good.
Ready for orders.
Watermill for further money. More money, very good.
At your command.
Overall. Well, convert. Nope, don't have enough money now. So what will he? Oh, there we go. Striking at the army there. I might just be able to put it away though. Yeah, that's a lot of armor. Okay, not quite as much there, but still plenty of cavalry. And the cavalry here isn't quite as strong, and the elite infantry there. I'm just going to pull that back, hope I get away. Yeah, they're just trying to drive up problems here. Trying to cause as much internal turmoil. Damnable French. Another attempt at Paris, it seems. Whoa. They're really pulling out a lot of troops.
Come now, this offer is a good and honest one, and you should give it sensible consideration.
Not really, I don't intend to marry off one of my daughters to an infidel. No chance there. I'm planning on using her, by the way, to other nefarious political purposes, like, for example, strengthening my internal politics. If I could. She still doesn't have the influence to do so, which is a bit of a shame. You try that. Alright, you pull back for the time being. Restart a bit. Not secure Chartres, and you just wait there while we sort of get things under control. And
My lord.
you sit up there with your heavily equipped army down here. You should now be equipping them with a lot of heavy cavalry. Not much else to do in that department. I think Lyon is pretty safe now, by the way. And with that. Out with that. That is a sizable force there, though mixed up in sort of different detachments. I don't think it's going to make much difference for me, to be honest. And a mosque there. Things are looking a bit restless in that department. But we have medium siege engines now.
We
Blow that
fight for
resource
you,
in.
my lord.
So there we go. Ooh, mucked up. Need more. I need more research. Ever more research. Another maktab. Now they're both back and they can't seem to make up their bloody minds. At all. Silly bastards. Oh, sure.
Ready for orders. We fight for you, my lord.
Yeah. Lessening the corruption here in Bordeaux, which is actually quite sizable. And he has the Byzantine turncoats. There's a bit limited what I can further do from there. I could shift him over there to help. That would probably not be a bad idea at all. Not be a bad idea at all. Plus, Portier could also set that up. Right, the army is in good condition.
For honor and great
Joining them
glory.
up there, since I think any armies right now separated are going to end up in a lot of trouble.
At your
So
command.
try to avoid getting ganged up on severely.
At your command.
Going to move that a bit further. They can still train troops. Got sort of the important bits there, so I can afford to head elsewhere. Plus further to the front.
Our Lord needs good fighters.
Better training,
It is a great
which always has its advantages. There we go. The French are just sort of waiting, preparing for something there. Something terrible. Probably not that. Cosine. There we go. A lot of corruption going on here. I'm doing what I can, and certainly again in Toledo we're really seeing the main effect here. We're now actually getting close to sort of the full output there of Toledo. That's definitely at least one army. That's provinces on its own paying for perhaps even more than one. There we go. Here we go, as expected. I could try and let this army fight on his own. It is reasonably well equipped to do so. The enemy isn't quite. And then more sort of armies reinforcing there might have just decided to back, hope it would go in the direction of the other one. But no. With the armoured cavalry, I have the advantage there. I've got the guardsmen, the warriors of different kinds, spear and sword, and of course archers. So unless I commit hubris once more, I should be reasonably safe. Ooh, the tree line here is a good spot to hide the cavalry in. Sort of strike them in a spot they don't quite expect. Keep the other one here to at least sort of keep them honest that way. Again, plenty of those Umayyad guardsmen looking fearsome with their big shields and spiffy armour.
enemy reinforcements
On site there. Andalusian warriors with kite shields and such. But there you go. Mean Frankish army moving in. Armoured spearmen, armoured swordsmen. I mean, he's really made at least a decent sort of shift towards it, but he needs the archers upgraded. And more importantly, he needs the cavalry upgraded. Without that, again, I mean, my armoured cavalry just... Oh, hello! Never mind, that ambush plan went about as terribly as it could. I have a cunning plan, my lord! Are you sure the enemy will not attack from there, Ahmed? Yes, I am 100% sure. Weren't you terrible at mathematics? Maybe, my lord.
Forever loyal. Double time. Spears at your command. At the double.
I guess it's a time to strike at them.
What are your orders?
Try and do some damage.
Melee infantry at the ready. Melee cavalry at your command. Missiles at your command. At the double. Charge! The enemy has laid an ambush.
Go, charging into theirs.
We await your orders.
Shifting over to the swordsmen, so attacking the flanks, others will head on, and others will remain as a reserve. Should move up to support. There, going for artillery. Cracking down on that pretty viciously.
What are your orders? Our orders! Swordsman!
Go. Armoured spearmen there we go, getting flanked as well with arrows. Good, good. We charge in there, flank them there. Troops are getting decimated.
Have been rallied.
Good, good. They're still bringing a lot though.
Melee cavalry!
You go after the artillery there, and you strike the cavalry there. The Umayyad, I'll just set up in defensive positions or try to block any infantry moving in there to sort of hit there. Covered off their flank for the time being. With the wall up, they should be a bit hard to take out. They'll still be suffering some losses, but they're good men. They can be counted on. They are disciplined. Switching over to heavy shot. Improved chances there.
Hidden units! Watch out!
Well, it's certainly taking some time to go down here, despite, facing off against superior warriors, but there you go. Men are dropping down. Blood is being spilled. Come on, push harder, you're flanking the blighters. As much trying to get some morale effects in there. You keep going. I think you can charge in there. Carrier though is taking some beatings. Need to get in there somehow, but it's not quite succeeding. Let's carry over there, link behind on the armoured chaps. Go, they're pushing through, making some good damage. In fact, they're really raking up the kills now. Good.
What are your orders?
New flank. There we go. Go. Things are breaking up. Splendid. Though some of my other unit souls are falling apart here. Still, Kings have got kills in there. Managed to kill quite a few. They've broken a few units as well.
What are your orders?
Go, you move in there.
We await your orders.
Seems like things are falling a bit apart. They had too much cavalry and I wasn't able to bring up any spearmen support. Bit unfortunate. Right here though, they're getting decimated by my Umayyad. Good. Okay, archers, they're surprised by my cavalry. Also good. I have to bring up my general there to try and stabilise the situation for the time being. Actually, let's assist the archers first. In there. Seems to be doing nothing, so how about doing something? And right here, the only armoured units left, well, armoured cavalry units left, so we're doing alright there. Haven't been focused on by the vicious enemy as of yet.
Our men have rallied. Spears ready. Spears for glory.
You're going after their archers, try and keep them occupied. Archers there seem to be slowly falling apart. Good. But the eastern flank is struggling a bit there. Again, the infantry got bogged up by their own. But now the Andalusian warriors are carving a brutal and bloody path through theirs. Should open up a few things there.
Men are broken and running for their lives.
The Umayyad continue to fight heroically. Beyond what is expected, to be honest. Surrounded, outnumbered, they fight stoically. Heroically.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Almost got 200 kills with those chaps. Tide is turning in my favour, though it's still looking a bit grim here and there.
What are your orders?
Just a bit.
Fire on the enemy.
The battle certainly bring up into a lot of small elements here. Oh dear, some of the Umayyad broke. I think they do alright. The other ones that are doing better here. Archers assisting, cutting down some of those damnable armoured spearmen and so on. Good work there, chaps.
Awaiting order.
Break their archers. Break the swordsmen and so on. Go.
Our men flee the field of battle. It is a shameful display.
Seems like some of the Umayyad though have completely fallen apart. That is unfortunate. And a bit shameful. Again, they have fought rather, I think, under stacked odds, so holding up that long isn't too bad. But it's clearly after this battle, this army's going to have to pull back to sort of
Our men have
get itself
been
together. Go. Things are falling apart rapidly now for our evil foe. Well, not evil, but you know, not some chaps we like. You pull away, dismount, then engage the armoured troops.
Our men are breaking off. Advance at speed. Spearmen ready for orders.
Melee cavalry awaiting orders.
Forward.
Orders by who?
Go. I should also enough for my general being able to flank. An armoured general or cavalry here won't take needless losses. Since the armoured spearmen, they can't get their attack bonuses as cavalry. In fact, they broke now completely.
The tide of battle turns
There you
in
go.
our favor.
The battle is won, but at I think rather severe cost. But it is losses I can afford better than my Frankish opponent. And there you go, two armies in a rather deplorable state sent running. That should leave the eastern rail open. The armies hanging. Oh no, dear. Not sure why they didn't move in that additional army though. Right. That strikes me as a bit of an odd way of doing things. They probably could have overwhelmed me completely. They brought in that third army. Perhaps they're just waiting, you know, avoiding me full back retreat another way. Another battle here. This one though is looking better for me. I mean, overall strong army, but note a lot less armoured troops for them. In fact, there's levies and there's mercenaries, and not a lot of them armoured now, which overall leaves me a bit more fear. We've still got some other cavalry there, and not my cavalry isn't so strong, but infantry-wise, I've did here. Anything couldn't theoretically happen. Could happen. Certainly getting a lot of battles fought here. So, then got the Umayyads, the Andalusians, and a few Berber warriors. All of these chaps will have a bit of improved armour plus improved weaponry. That should also give a bit of extra help, but not a lot.
More for us to kill.
Got the Franks rolling ahead here viciously. Plus getting supported by another general, but that's about it. Charlemagne there is giving it his best, I guess. Choosing to fire, so I have a better chance of dealing with the cavalry, which is probably the bigger threat to my archers, and I want to set up the cavalry here to sort of strike into the artillery so they can't bombard me too much. The other ones sort of try and stay there, sort of intercept any cavalry they might rush forwards with me at. Can't quite say as much in the offensive with these fellows since they're not that heavily armoured compared to the armoured cavalry. I might just basically drop out the horsemen and just get as many armoured cavalrymen as I can whenever I can now.
Advance at speed.
More expensive obviously, but I do get a lot more bang for the buck. The rest of the Frankish army seems to be reacting absolutely bugger all to the order 160 cavalry just charging into the artillery. Looks like the order there is sticking to the plan, no matter the cost. Of course, also realise that perhaps my flanks are exposed, so who knows.
Orders, my lord. At the ready. Orders, my lord.
You might want to, shoot at the cavalry that's actually threatening you, just a slight suggestion.
Swordsman! Engage! Engage! For glory!
Yeah, you should have. Not sure why they kept shooting at something else, but I will. Probably should order them to. Made a mistake there. My cavalry here getting slaughtered. The skirmisher cavalry doing a lot of damage, but obviously just the other chaps there. My horsemen aren't that strong. Again, prefer armoured.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Well, they at least bought time for other units, and I took out the artillery, which was one of the primary objectives, so I'm not too miffed about that.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
Ignore the cavalry, these spearmen will take care of that, and there we go. You flank in there. I might have exposed them a bit too much, but it's just, oh well. They're just Berber warriors anyways, not a huge loss to the Caliphate. Set up to flank here, create a sort of kill zone there, make it hard for him to move into a back plus we've got flank, and there we go, you charge in there. Box them in, slowly kill them, though the Iron Delusion warriors should be doing most of the trick here, but still, adding a bit of extra pressure on the flanks should not hurt, particularly as the levies there.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Now those levy spearmen are really fighting hard for their lives. They're not quite going down as swiftly as one might have hoped, despite being... Oh, there we go. They seem to be trying to get out of there.
Surrender is not an option! Amisos!
Might be actually spreading out a bit too much in an attempt to get a better manoeuvring in. Unfortunate. Dragon fleet there being overwhelmed as much as I possibly can. No, swordsman getting cut down there. I should have brought armoured cavalry for this army as well, but I was a bit too cheap there. There we go.
Forward! Our men are rallying. They're not done yet.
And the enemy general is dead. I'm guessing that's Dragon fleet, so it's not going to have that much an effect since it's not their main general. Bit of a weird thing though.
We are at your command.
Now!
Swift riders.
The men are running. Stand and fight, damn you!
Melee cavalry ready. We await your orders. Melee cavalry awaiting orders. Spearmen ready for orders.
The armoured swordsmen are still fighting against, 2 full units of Andalusian warriors, hitting them from every angle. They're quite tough. The bastards.
What are your orders? A unit is running from the enemy. Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle. Fall back!
Things look a bit rough here, to say the least. Clearly, Charlemagne's army's got some fight left in there.
Back, men, back! Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Swordsman! At speed! Melee infantry
Had my Andalusian War been better at breaking armoured units, you know, they might have performed better. Sadly, they aren't. Which means they can't really, I mean, lack axemen essentially, as the Andalusians. And without heavy cavalry then in these situations, I'm a bit lacking in sort of dealing with such armoured formations swiftly.
Cavalry!
Yeah, this is definitely looking like a defeat.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Swordsman!
Well, they're making short work with the skirmishers, I suppose, but in the Andalusian warriors have found themselves struggling with the courage. Again, they're not disciplined. And again, that's where the Franks also have the advantage with all those armoured swordsmen. They're a lot tougher to break in general compared to Andalusian troops. This battle certainly swung back and forth, to be honest.
Withdraw!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Your command! Melee cavalry awaiting orders!
And again, it's going to be tricky for the Franks to quickly replace the losses.
Riders at the double!
So even if they win a battle here and there and stop an army or wreck an army here and there, you know, ultimately it's not going to be that easy for them. But it might just buy them time if Charlemagne, of course, decides to take up to actually turn things around a bit on the strategic level. Of course, I have to see what actually happens.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
We're just going to see if we can't get him away. Order him to withdraw, avoid needless
Battle
losses.
is no longer in our the men are wavering.
The rest of the men are just
broken
getting
and are
slaughtered here.
fleeing.
It was close, but I made some mistakes, I think. And again, the lack of heavy cavalry did not help the situation. Go. That was unpleasant. That was very much unpleasant. I mean, he got one of their generals, but that's about it. On the other hand, he suffered excruciating loss. That's going to be a full army that needs to be sort of replaced. Around Paris, though, the French courage seems to be faltering a bit. The Franks' courage, I mean. Not quite as stalwart as they used to be. Oh. Well, I could end it here. But we still got some fight in the Franks, so I think we'll at least play one more go here before ending things. But I kind of want, you know, sort of be able to end it instead of get going with XCOM 2, since again I'm rather looking forward to that one as well. I think that could also make for an interesting series. I don't know, again I might try and cover both. Again, that's going to mean I make like specifically 3 videos or 3 videos or no, that's also going to be exhausting, so I don't know. We'll see though, we'll see how it goes, how it develops. Feel free of course to sound off in the comments, but anyways, at least one more turn. Let's see if we can't, you know, do something there at the very least. I'll wait to achieve the long victory. So huzzah there. Anyways, thank you all for joining in. I hope you had some fun. I hope you learned some things. Hopefully these battles and the campaign is entertaining to you. If it is, you know, like, subscribe, tell your friends, share it, and so on. The more that see it, the better. So thank you all for joining in. Hope to see you all in another 2 days' time. This is Imperial Ding. Thanking you all and saying cheers.